Mods effective immediately. Anybody using illicit gray market 7 TTV extension enabled emotes that have not been authorized for use in this chat via enabling via BTTV extension, I would like to see timeout commands executed with instant speed impunity. I don't know what stare is. I don't know what flirt is. I don't know what wine time is. And as is the way of the North American, when somebody says something and I don't understand it, I take offense and I get angry. I think that you're putting on airs. I think that you think you're better than me. Well, we'll see who's in charge of the slash commands, the slash timeouts, the slash bans, the slash moments, the slash moments, the slash. No. What the hell is slash goal? Open a setup menu to create and manage a goal. Slash goal. Goal type subscribers. What the hell? I don't want to do this. Are you crazy? Cancel. Goal type followers. How about goal type channel point bets? Enable this emote. Okay, because you're a VIP, I'm going to click the link. I got to be honest, I'm going to enable that. I think that's amazing. Babble, please. That one just got added. I think that's a great. I mean, you could use it for dancing, for sure. You can use it for being excited for something, like if we pog off, which doesn't happen too often. But I think you could also use it when I just kind of go a little crazy, because it looks like I'm going a little crazy. Like it kind of looks like Chib's mods emote. Enable Jake S. Bro, we have Jake S. It's the most wholesome pog. I do still have some illicit pogs, like this one. I have some gray market pogs, but Jake S is like the wholesome pog. I don't fully understand. Pardon me. I don't fully understand the backstory of Jake S. And like most Zoomers, Chiblee will not give me a straight answer. Like when I ask them a question, they're fundamentally opposed to just answering it. Instead, it's got to be like, well, he's just a guy, and I'm like, well, why don't you give me a little bit more context? He's literally just a guy. I need more than that. Why does he have the emote? But I trust that Chib would not have me enable an emote, and then it turns out that this guy is like a bad guy. I hope he's not in federal prison. Or if he's in federal prison, it's for a crime that, like, I don't consider to be that bad. Like, I don't know, racketeering, which I still don't fully understand what it even is. I still feel like we never really figured out racketeering. It's just like when the government wants to put you in prison, they charge you with racketeering. I've always been more of a squash guy myself. Good one. Dude, I've been thinking yesterday, I was trying to find, I actually Googled Herman Munster chair. And then I was going to take one of the images and I was going to tweet, wow, nice chair. Is that a Herman Miller? I wouldn't know because I have a Herman Munster. But then the only pictures that I could find of Herman Munster chair were like electric chairs. And I thought if I just tweeted a picture of an electric chair, a certain proportion of people on Twitter would be like, what the hell? I thought, and I still, like, I can't get the brainworm out of my head that it would be so funny to just become an Addams Family Stan account as a joke to just dunk on the Munsters trailer. It just feels like that tweet could go off, man. But I refuse to dedicate the time necessary to it. Oh, man. It does feel right. And the only thing stopping me is that it seems like it would take a little bit of work. And then also, I feel like in 2 years I would look back and cringe a little bit. But I think right now it would be very funny. You ever get over your fear of Thing? Excuse me, Adam's Family stays winning. The only reason I was afraid of Thing as a little kid was because of the fact that the CGI was so good that I thought it was actually a disembodied hand. As opposed to the Munsters movie that somehow cost $40 million. You can look that up. You can fact check that for yourself. The Addams Family movie probably costs like $6 million, but it looks like Endgame compared to the Munsters, which I don't even know. It looks like Birdemic. It looks like a Goosebumps movie. Dude, it looks like a Goosebumps episode. Like the Canadian Goosebumps TV show. It's not funny, Carly. Take off the mask. I can't. And then they're gonna eat me. Oh my god. That's not funny though, dude. That the Haunted Mask episode of the Goosebumps show actually kind of like, I don't want to say it traumatized me, but like it scared me. It scared me more than any other Goosebumps episode for sure as a kid. Like that, it was kind of traumatic. It's literally like almost exactly the same plot as the movie The Mask. I mean, a lot of the Goosebumps stuff kind of like falls apart when you put it under that level of scrutiny. It's really just for children, but still. Hey, NL, do you ever poop stack? Can I ask you a question? And without judgment, I need to know what that means. What does that mean, poop stack? I don't want to get too, I don't know, gross, okay? But I am a long pooper, for sure. I would say my average poop is 15 to 20 minutes. And people that are quick poopers find that morally objectionable. But there's a couple of things I want to say in my own defense. One is, I just enjoy being, like, I start my day with a bowel movement, and I kind of, like the same way you might be in bed and just look at your phone, I wake up, I go to the bathroom, and I look at my phone while I pass, waste out of my colon. I'm not dehydrated, my diet's okay. Like, it's I've been doing it for 2 decades. Honestly, everything's fine. But I have another theory, and my theory is that every poop that I have is actually like 2 poops for a quick pooper. Like, I feel like the average quick pooper, because like I want to know if other long poopers are in the same boat. It has like a bimodal sort of structure to it. I sit on the toilet. Within 30 seconds, I'm dumping. Then there's a 2-minute lull. And then I'm dumping again. It's like there's 2 chambers in there. I think if you get up right after the first chamber is empty, you're not emptying your colon every morning. Instead, you're just letting the chamber move forward 1 position. And you got like a 48-hour poop by the time like the next day rolls around. You need to see a doctor? Well, I am getting a colonoscopy in a couple weeks. The hospital was very adamant that after I got this infection out of the way, that I get a colonoscopy. Yes, from a doctor. Well, not even a doctor, like an insane doctor. Like a doctor who also is like a filmmaker, I guess. But I think it's kind of sus that they sedate you for a colonoscopy. I want like a trip sitter to be in there so they're not taking creep shots. They don't? They do. Because when I was talking to the gastroenterologist on the phone, they were like, what's your weight? And I said, 70 kilograms. And then they said, okay, 70 kilograms. But I was just kind of eyeballing it. Then while I was still on the phone, I Googled 70 kilograms to pounds. And it was like 154 pounds. And I was like, hold on, we got to go back. Can you add 10 to my weight? Because 10 kilograms to my weight? Because I don't want you to give me anesthesia for a 154-pound man, and then I wake up, 75% of the way through the procedure and go, ah! Can you write on that I'm 110 kilograms, please? I haven't had a good night's sleep in 21 months. I was just about to say, there's no way you weigh 70 kilograms. Look, this is not... I mean, we should really get started, but... I know that the correct conversion for pounds to... or kilos to pounds is like you multiply it by 2.25 or something, right? But what I've been doing as a shorthand is just adding 100. So if you weigh 10 kilograms, you weigh 110 pounds. And if you weigh 100 kilograms, you weigh 200 pounds. So I'm around like 170, 175 pounds. So when they said, what's your weight? I was like, I don't know, 70 kilograms or so. Then I actually, I Wolfram Alpha'd it and was like, not so much. $150 sounds right for your height. Excuse me, I'm 6'8". 6'8", 70 kilograms. When I told the nurse, they were probably like, holy cow, we need a smaller bed. I don't know if we got to delay your appointment so we can get a smaller bed. I should have given it to her in grams. Should have been like, I'm 6'8" and 180,000 grams. She would have been like, what? Wait, I mean 80,000 grams? Yeah. Sorry, I added another zero in there somewhere. Okay, starter prediction. That 180 kilograms, that's 280 pounds, man. I'm not there yet. Not until the dirty bulk's over. It is not, I don't know, maybe in 6 months, now that I'm actually like synthesizing nutrients from the food that I eat instead of just turning it into liquid and spewing it out into the bowl. Okay. It's not 400 pounds. It's you add 100 to the kilograms. How many wins will NL get this time? I told you, you just add 100 to the number of kilograms. Anyway, I'm not even sweating it, man. Honestly, I'm glad. Here's the thing. We should really get started because I'm like, I could use some backlog. But like, shit's pissing me off because when I went to the ER, the doctor was like, let's get this, healthy adult male out of here. He's taking up a bed. Then all of a sudden, like 3 days later, I go to the hospital and now the doctors won't leave me alone. Hey, here's some antibiotics. Hey, your bacteria is actually antibiotic resistant. Hey, you missed 6 calls from me yesterday that I sent to you exclusively in working hours because I don't think that anybody else but me has a job. Hey, you haven't returned the call from the gastroenterologist yet. You need to get this colonoscopy. Like, why when I went to the ER on that Saturday, why didn't you just knock all that shit out? Why didn't you just, give me a quick, sedative, do a colonoscopy, do a quick, inject me with some antibiotics. We could have knocked this all out in an afternoon instead of taking 3 weeks for it. Okay. 0 to 1. 2. I think there's a 3 after that, then a 4, then a 5, a 6, I think a 7, an 8, a 9, and we'll follow that up with a 10. Just answer the phone. Look, don't even start with me. But, like, I think medical privacy laws have a blind spot. And the blind spot is that the hospital and my family doctor, I don't think it's legal for them to give me a voicemail, because if somebody put a gun in my face and said, "Give me your phone," then they could read my visual voicemails and be like, "Holy cow, this guy's getting a colonoscopy," which would be a HIPAA violation. So instead, I've got to keep my phone on with the ringer on all day, and then I get 9 spam calls that take my attention, and then I gotta, oh, no, actually this one's a doctor's call, so I gotta take this immediately. Also, the way that they verify your identity to avoid the privacy laws, they just ask for your birthday. That's not enough, man. I know we've been through this before, but that's not enough. Because I called to make my colonoscopy appointment, and they were like, okay, to verify your identity, what's your birthday? And then I told them my birthday, and they were like, that's not the one we have on file. And I was like, well, that's what it fucking is. So I don't know. I didn't say the F word on the phone, but I was like, well, this is the day that I was born, so I just can't help but feel that it's not a perfect solution to make sure that it's your identity, because it's like my word against theirs, but I'm like, I'm the guy who was born. I know my birthday. They were like, are you sure it's not this day? I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I've had 33 nice dinners on this day over the course of my life. Okay, anyway, here's your casino. All right. /marker, Super Auto, Pets, and